Okay.
Okay, deep breath. What's that?
Yeah. Home was the smell of mogras, because mom would put that around the house a lot. It was a lot of Rahman's music, a lot of laughter. And then in the evenings, Papa would break into a song and dance and try to impress mom with it, and mom would pretend to be like, oh, stop it. And a lot of our memories were centered around their romance in a way. Hi guys, this is Janhvi Kapoor and you're watching me on Asian Paints Where the Heart Is. Welcome to my home. You know, for a long time after mom passed, we wouldn't sit together as a family because I think it would just remind us of this gaping vacuum. We were sitting on the table and just talking about our days, talking about memories, talking about how we used to be. And I actually had this thought that this house has given us a fresh start in a lot of ways. And also, mom's never been in this house, but it feels like her energy is everywhere because I know she wanted this for us so much. I woke up the day after we did our Graha Pravesh and I came down and I saw my dad sitting right outside there on a chair with these beautiful trees and that little like water fountain, eating his anda sandwich. And just in a space that I think does the man justice. And I just really enjoyed it. I think it was one of the happiest visuals I've ever seen in my entire life. I was like, this is how I want to see my dad. Like, this is what he deserves. I'm glad that I'm in some way helping in giving him this. So yeah, that was a moment. So this is where we have most of our meals, our very large and our very hungry family. What I love about this space is that it's so open. You can see the trees outside, the big windows. It stretches through this entire wall all the way till the bar. And so you get a lot of greenery, you get a lot of light. I feel like it makes any indoor space feel very positive when there's so much natural light coming in. There's so many neutral colors around there. It's a cooler palette. And yeah, we've basically tried to bring out more warmth through the artwork, through the paintings. That's what makes this fairly neutral space feel more like home. So this is our living room space. This is where we have most of our get-togethers. This big, giant window. It makes everything seem bigger than it is, more open, more lively. So another thing that I love about this space and essentially the entire house is that they've used a lot of this white marble. It gives us a lot of room to decorate the space the way that we want because it's white and it's marble. It's a big part of, I guess, neoclassical architecture in general. And yeah, this painting is very special. It's painted by mom. It was one of the first big paintings that she made. So this is one of my favorite corners in the house. The first day that we moved in, this is where I spent my morning. I looked outside and what I realized was even though that area is part of the outside space, it's still very much considered a part of this because as you can see, this area is a lot warmer than the rest of the house. It's woodier and it almost feels like this is a part of one of the ornaments in this area. They say har ghar kuch kehta hai. If my walls could speak, I think what they would say about me is that we are all crazy, but we're all madly in love with each other and with films. Where is Papa?
Papa's here, beta. Papa's here.
Home is where the family is happy. And as of now, I feel my children are happy. And somewhere I feel Sri is still around here. I have her in my mind when I thought of picking up pieces for this house. She's there. You see, whatever I do, I'll try to be perfect. And perfection only comes if you're passionate about whatever you're doing, whether it's your house, your films, whatever. This is all because of the passion that I have for good life, comfortable life, to make sure that family is happy. And they've contributed. All this I'm doing of course, to please my children. And wherever she is, she must be happy seeing that finally we moved into a house where they are happy and they're in a good space.
So this is our beautiful outdoor space. We've also had a couple of yoga and meditation classes here, which is lovely because I love meditating to the sound of water. As you can see, some of the walls are colored yellow. That's a part of the building facade, but I think it goes really well with the warmth of the outdoor, with the greenery, with these tiles, the terracotta colored walls as well. I think add an earthiness to the entire space, which I love. This is our outdoor kitchen station. It's a bar cum barbecue area, and this outdoor space is essentially also designed for family get-togethers. I actually did some of my cricket training over here, much to Papa's dismay because he was so scared that I would break through a window or ruin some of the walls, which I did, but I won't tell you where. Now I want to take you to a very special place. Welcome to the second floor of my home. This corridor space connects one half of the house to the other, and I think a great way to utilize this space is to just dig up all of your old pictures and put them in pretty frames and organize them on the walls, because now you have a wall that showcases your family's history. It's great memorabilia, and honestly, I don't think any painting can recreate the emotional value of a photo. Honestly, it's a place that I find myself in a lot, more than one would expect, because it's just a great way to reminisce about different memories that the family's had and our whole journey, where we've come from, where we intend to go. You can see the evolution of our relationships, things that matter the most to us. Green Acres was essentially the apartment that Mom got, so that was her pad. This is an exact 1:1 replica of what that house used to be like. The aesthetic of all of this furniture is obviously very different from the furniture on the other floors. I like that these cushions, these sofas carry the warmth of our old house into this space. It's a little bit of everything really. It's many different worlds being meshed into one. This is my bedroom. This is the one thing that I had full control over, completely redoing. So I repainted the walls, warm eggshell kind of color. I like how it's more inviting as opposed to like cold and alienating. I really wanted that. And yeah, this is another wall of photos. These are all of the people that matter to me the most in life on this wall. Honestly, like these are the only people I need in my life forever. So I've realized through this entire process of shifting and moving into a house that a home actually isn't just the four walls that you buy. It's the choices, it's the love that you bring into it, it's the feeling, it's in the memories that you create in your house. Each fabric and each color means something beyond just, oh, this will look good here. It has a lot to do with what your taste is, what your state of mind is, what you feel like you need. So like these plates, Dad bought this in Dubai. I think he kind of felt like the face looks like a younger mama. I love this painting. I love that it's on a teal backdrop. I love how colorful it is. I think it's something that you'd imagine in a more classical type of house, but we have it in a modern setup, and I like that contrast a lot. I even particularly love the lantern that we have in the corridor on the second floor. It's kind of old world in a very charming way, and I like the juxtaposition of old meets modern. As you guys might have noticed by now, silver has been a recurring theme and color in our entire house. The silver goes with the cooler toned walls, it goes with a lot of the upholstery. Silver can both be extremely modern and minimalist, while also be used as a material for more classical ornaments. In fashion, I know it's a cardinal rule to not mix silver and gold together, but we've done that a lot at home, and I actually quite like it. It works well with the theme of our house. There really aren't any rules when it comes to making a house. A house, like fashion, like any other art form, should be an expression of yourself, an evolution of the family, of what you all stand for. If you're inspired by the decor of my home, go to beautifulhomes.com by Asian Paints to get the perfect style guide.
You told me a few details which are lovely. So let's see if you can get that energy back.
Okay. मैं ना पकड़ के मारूंगी किसी ने आवाज किया तो.
Still talking. I should still probably go and.
One of you go out now.